Hello and welcome to our channel. In this series of videos we travel around the Red Rock Canyons of Utah and Arizona in an American Class A RV. This is part 3 of the series, so if you would rather start from part 1 you can click on the link above. We hope you enjoy the videos. So we've just returned from an epic trip around Utah and Arizona in an American Class A RV, and we're sharing our experience with you. And in this video we travel from Bryce Canyon to Monument Valley, which took about 5 hours, 275 miles, so this was the longest journey we had during the trip. But the journey took us back through the beautiful Red Rock Canyon, which was absolutely stunning, through some really lovely forestry scenery, and then ultimately, as we were getting closer, through the spectacular Monument Valley. Let's show you a little bit of the journey.
So the campsite that we stayed in at Monument Valley was Golding's campsite, and that's on the Navajo Nation land. The location is absolutely stunning, with the Monument Valley right behind you, so couldn't fault it on location. As far as the facilities went,
yeah, the facilities, they weren't the best, and the staff are very unfriendly as well. There was issues with you had to get issued with a card to get into the toilet blocks,
Yeah.
and it never worked.
No.
So you were going to try and get into the toilet block, you couldn't get in, you have to go and try and find them.
Yeah.
And then the Wi-Fi was very, very poor Wi-Fi, and you could only really get it sitting right outside the office.
Yeah.
So that wasn't very good.
No.
And
the shower blocks, there
Yeah.
were ones for out of hours. So thankfully when you're in an A-class RV you have all your own facilities,
Yeah.
so that wasn't a major issue, but
Yeah.
it is just something that was so different from the previous campsites that we had stayed on. There also was a swimming pool, but it was an indoor pool. But to be fair, in the heat in Monument Valley you probably wouldn't have been outside anyway, so I did go in for a swim, and I have to say the water was deliciously cold. So yes, in terms of location, can't be faulted, but facilities maybe not quite as good.
Yeah, so before we actually left the UK, we went online and purchased the Goldings tour into Monument Valley, and it's recommended that you do that because they book out very quickly, and that tour was fantastic, with a little hiccup that we'll tell you about. But the next morning we jumped on the shuttle bus that would take us into Monument Valley, and let's show you a bit of that.
The tour bus took us right into Monument Valley, took us round the 9 monuments, which are the rock formations that anyone who's watched a John Wayne Western will be very familiar with.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was an amazing tour to be taken right in beside each of these massive rock structures.
Yeah, it was absolutely fabulous. But as I said earlier, there was a hiccup. The tour bus tried to take us a wee shortcut through some real soft sand and got stuck. So we all had to go off the bus. He tried his best to get the bus out of the sand, but to no avail.
No.
So we had to wait, had to phone in to get a replacement bus. So we were out there in the scorching heat, and we had to wait for another bus coming. It took a bit of time, didn't it?
Yes, it was about an hour.
Yeah.
So we did manage to walk over and find some shade under a rock overhang.
Yeah.
Waited for some shade. Waited for the recovery vehicle to come. Another shuttle picked us up, and then we didn't have time to finish the complete tour. And but to be fair, they did give us a 50% refund on our ticket price. because it's not cheap.
No.
It was quite an expensive tour.
$104 each or something. I can't remember exact off the top of my head. But
so we also did the I don't know if they called it the VIP tour or the deluxe tour, and that took us into parts of the Navajo land that are only accessible if you have a Navajo guide. And our guide, he was very good. He was funny. Told us a lot of information. Took us, we saw the bachelor pad, which seriously is just like a small mud mound. But the Navajo people do still live on the reservation. So
it was fabulous, that tour. Although we had that problem and we didn't get to see that, we definitely recommend doing it.
Definitely.
To get right in there, right under the monuments, as Cam says, was well worth it.
So another quirky thing that's worth doing if you're staying at Golding's campsite is to take the free shuttle bus up to Golding's Inn, and they have a very small movie theatre, and each evening they show a movie about Monument Valley, a sort of educational movie, but they also show all the old John Wayne movies.
So we watched Stagecoach?
We watched Stagecoach. I think they show 2 every night, so they had Tie a Yellow Ribbon and Stagecoach on, so we opted for Stagecoach and went up there and watched that, so that was a bit of fun.
Enjoyed that. So you can get your pictures taken beside the John Wayne cabin, and then they've got an actual Stagecoach you can get photographed, and in the background right there is Monument Valley.
So that was good.
So very good.
Yep.
So that's it for this video, guys. The next video we travel from Monument Valley to the Grand Canyon, and that was fabulous as well. But just like to say thanks again for watching, and as always we would appreciate it if you could click the like button, subscribe and click the notification bell, because that does help our channel to grow on YouTube. So, and remember, live today, like there could be no tomorrow. Love life. Thanks for watching.